Hi, and welcome to another episode of Business Spotlight. I'm Teresa Strong-Myrick with Action Coach Tampa Bay, and today I bring to you Max Gallardo. So, Max, come on and tell us, what do you do in the Tampa Bay area?
So I am an influencer and brand matchmaker. We have a marketplace where any brand that is either local, whatever size, can go and find an influencer and match within minutes. You can close a deal in 3 to 5 minutes if you are both there. Um, and it's something that currently is not possible because there's agencies that get in the way of all of that and make the process very long and costly. So we have the solution for that. One
Hmm,
sec.
okay.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, should I go any longer on that?
So tell me, give me a real life example of this, because I know people are looking to connect with influencers so they can get their brand out and get some recognition. So tell me, give me some examples of how this has worked for folks.
So how influencers match with brands? You want an example of that, or
Yes.
like the current situation, or what we do?
Current and what you do. Show us the
Okay,
comparison so
sure.
people will know exactly.
So basically, there's two main ways to reach out to an influencer. You
Mhm,
can go through a platform like Green or any other of the 20 competitors we have. You will have to learn a complicated UX UI design, and there's a lot of marketing information. The process may take weeks to months to go through. And then you have the agencies. The agencies will
mhm,
take months, from usually 3 to 6 months, to close a deal. They will ask you for a very steep fee. They will include a lot of people in the process,
mhm,
and they will, boost whatever excuse they can to prolong the process or show up whatever information they want to show you, and charge you a pretty penny for it. What we do
mhm,
is we take all of that noise, we take the marketing noise, the data noise. You do have the option to access it, but it is basically available to you if you want it, but it's not in the way of the process, and it doesn't confuse you. So what we do is you take about 3 minutes to go through the process of making sure that first of all, when the brand offers and accesses an influencer, they reach out with an offer that says how much money I'm offering you, when I need this by, and what exactly I'm asking from you. So, meaning what social media platforms you want to advertise on, what this is about, what the brand is. So, if the influencer knows that straight up, they can either ignore it or accept it. And if you accept it, you start talking with the brand. If you ignore it, you don't have to worry about it. And
mhm,
alternatively, if there's a lot of competition in that particular spot in the calendar of the influencer, brands can outbid other brands on that same spot, which means, if it's somebody that is very popular in the area and they're having an event and they say, hey, we're having this event here, who wants to sponsor us? Then
mhm.
a company comes in and says, hey, I'll sponsor you for $10,000. And somebody else comes in and says, I'll sponsor you for 50. Then you negotiate it. But through the
Okay.
process of the influencer and the brand negotiating this, you have every clear statement that it's been asked, and it can be negotiated. And then you go through the payments, and then you do reviews. And alternatively, there's also incentives that you can give an influencer. So for example, if you hire a local influencer and say, hey, could you promote my product or my ice cream shop or coffee, um, and they do it, you can say, I'll pay you $100 for the post, but if you get me 100,000 views, I'll pay you $1,000 for it. Kind of like
Mhm.
give them more incentive for them to do better. So
Gotcha.
yeah, and we are the only ones that allow things like that, as well as predictable income for influencers. But the thing is that influencers can reach out to brands and brands can reach out to influencers. So it's a B2B2C platform.
Gotcha. So you are the go-between for each of them. Are you more representing the influencer or the brand?
It's a B2B2C, so it's both.
So it's both. Okay.
However, yeah, I mean, the features are meant more than anything to help influencers monetize their careers, first of all, because the current options
Okay.
are not all there. And the
Hmm.
brands have a different approach where if you have the funds to offer to an influencer and you offer them something that they're interested in working, you have access to absolutely anybody you want, from Mr. Beast all the way up there to whoever it is that works locally. And instead of like sending an email introducing yourself as a brand and them having to
Yeah.
verify and having to have a manager say, yeah, this is actually a brand that's good for us to work with, everything's already there. It takes
Okay.
seconds for you to judge it, and you have all the information you need. And it's gonna be launched internationally as well, so
Awesome.
you can work with anybody.
So Max, what qualifies you as an influencer these days?
So actually, it's a good question. We're working with Hulu. Hulu is a streaming service, but they're looking to advertise in it as low as $500. So
Mm-hmm.
you can, as a brand, you can pay them $500 and they'll advertise your brand to 100 million users that they have. So in that case, they sort of have, the influencer is the person that has digital followers that creates digital views. This is what we're doing. So the more views and followers you have, the better for you, the more you can charge. And we are also working with racing drivers. Racing drivers have social media followers and they also go to tracks and they
Mm-hmm.
participate of events where a lot of people go. So if you're a racing driver, sportsman, athlete, whatever it is, you have people that go to events or follow you on social media. You can come here, you can sell advertising, you can sell promotions, sponsorships, you can get donations, and you can also sell e-commerce straight from our platform.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. I haven't heard of anyone doing this. Are you the only one in the area doing this?
Yeah, we are.
Wow. It's amazing. So how does someone get in touch with you and what do they need to qualify to work with you? Is there any qualifier?
For an influencer, you have to
Right.
have, I would say, a minimum of 2,000 followers to kind of be able to say, okay, yeah, I have enough followers to sell an ad for $100 that will serve
Okay.
somebody, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
other thing that you have to keep in mind is usually it's the big influencers and the big companies that have the market to themselves right now, and we are the only company in the world that is giving the possibility to work to small and mid-sized
Right.
influencers and brands. So that means that if you have an event that is launching locally, or you have a new shop that is opening up. The other day I was walking on Central and somebody opened an ice cream shop and they told nobody. You hire 3 influencers for $100 here and everybody knows.
That's golden.
Hmm. And
That is
influencers
golden.
is the best marketing thing you can do, and it can be cheap, it can be accessible, and that's what we're after. We're trying to make influencer marketing
Excuse
through
me.
digital mediums. Oh, bless you.
Mhm.
The best, most accessible thing possible through our platform AXEES.
I love this. How long have you been doing this, Max?
The journey started in 2010,
Okay.
but we actually have a platform as of a year ago that we've been building. It's been a really rough market to fundraise. A lot of
Mhm.
people don't quite understand influencer marketing yet. However, it is the future of marketing, where influencers are going to be the faces of new marketing agencies. And it is very effective. And one of the reasons that you have to keep in mind is, for example, esports is
Mhm.
huge. People don't know that there's a 13-year-old making $1 million on a competition.
Oh.
They don't know this. There's people making millions of dollars playing video games. And the fact of the matter is that on the first year that esports tried to sell sponsorships, they generated short of $1 billion. It was something like $916 million. They had to tell people to stop giving them money because they had no more spots. And the reason for that is because when you can sell e-commerce through an app where people are watching some content, they click and they sell
Right.
something, the conversion rates are so much higher than paying $10,000 for an ad that is in the highway, for example. The people see, but they
Right.
have no chance to buy something on the spot.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's a huge difference.
I love it. Well, what do you see as the future of your company?
We are going to launch this Monday.
Oh,
And we are, we are a very early stage. We are asking any local people that wanna, be part of it to jump in. But the future of the company will be where people will be able to post content directly on AXEES. And the difference between AXEES and YouTube, Instagram, whatever, is that brands pay the influencer first, and then we get a cut, which, by the way, is going to be 15% for the next couple of months, which is very low compared to 30 to 60% that usually everybody charges. And
gotcha.
that makes it accessible for everybody, profitable for everybody, and we get a little bit of a cut to help us keep going. But the future of it is that we're going to allow pictures and videos to be shared directly on AXEES feed. And we're going to become, the future social network that's going to have a business model that protects or helps the influencer before helping the corporation.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, thank you so much for enlightening us. That was very educational for me. I'm sure it will be for our business owners who watch this. They're our primary consumers right now. So I am so happy that you spent this time with us. I'll be watching and looking to see how this goes, and I may actually send some people your way who may just be interested in seeing what this is all about, because
Please.
they're influencers of their own right in this area. So this may be something that they could benefit from. So
Yeah, I think we have somewhere around 50 influencers or so in this city that are doing something with it, and a lot of them have been working with some agencies. And the problem is that the agency does work that we can automate for them. So, AXEES acts like your personal agency. You don't need all these people to take a cookie from the jar when you can just automate everything, which is what we're doing. And hopefully everybody's going to see the value of this and jump in and, start growing this market, which is going to be 500 billion by 2027.
nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
Max. And I'll put all your information below the video. So guys, reach out if you would like more information about what he has going on and the launch and all the exciting things that are on the way. And we'll see you next time.
Sounds
Thanks,
good.
Max.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.